Well, all right, everyone. Welcome. So let's jazz it up. Here, I am your host for today.
Hello. This is Georgia Funkadelic Band.
This is Lady Diva. Yes, I have some funk today for everyone. And Georgia Funkadelic, they have the funk. Yes, welcome, Georgia Funkadelic. Welcome, everyone.
So good to be here, Lady Diva. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, it is. That track I just played right there, Stay in Your Lane, that really woke me up. I love the electric guitar, the bass. I love it all in there, the vocals. You guys are good. And
thank you so much.
Go ahead and introduce everyone in the band right now.
Okay, I'm Georgia Funkadelic, or I'm Georgia. Just go by Georgia or Frank, whatever it so be. And then you got the Funkadellas. They're our female vocalists. They're really the lead singers of the band. And that's Miss Lindsey Pickens.
Hello.
And Miss Cher'Rita Horne.
Hi.
And today with us we have the electric guitar player. That's Lucas Pate.
How's it going?
And also the drummer. That's Ben Ganster.
Hey.
Yeah.
We're glad to be
here. You
here.
guys sound good, yes. We all are calling from Evansville, Indiana. Is that correct?
That's correct. 47714. Come on.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So I would like to introduce you to the listening crowd that's listening in, and for the curious listeners. Now, Georgia Funkadelic is originally from Evansville, Indiana. They are Evansville's groove masters, say. They Evansville's groove masters in the music scene as far as funk music. And this band group has been around for quite some time. So I would like to say this is an extension of the band, which has started per se in 2020. Is that correct, Georgia?
Yes, ma'am, that's right. The recording for the first album began during the midst of 2020 and COVID and all that. During lockdown, when nobody can really get out and gig, we all came together and various musicians started recording, and that album was released on December 31st of 2020. That was Georgia's Pool Party.
Yes, yes.
So that was kind of the birth of Georgia Funkadelic.
Yes, yes. And that's when y'all were noticed for your instrumentals, your funky instrumentals.
So there were 2 funky instrumentals on that initial album, but there was 8 songs with vocals, and on those songs, those are songs that I personally wrote and recorded those vocals just because I wrote the songs, and they were cool, they were good, they were groovy. But the cool thing was is that we had 18 various musicians in the Evansville area to come together and record that. And so it was really a group collaboration. And that was really the beginning of really everything that we started.
That is awesome. And Georgia, you're the brainchild of the whole group, and you're very creative.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Well, Ms. Diva, I like to dance.
Yes, I noticed that when y'all did some live performances I seen, and I couldn't keep my eye away from Georgia because the way he was moving and dancing, I'm like, he's a hyper kid up there. But he's always been like that. He just loved music, and he's loved the excitement.
You can't stop him. You can't stop him.
And I've always seen that in him. I thought it was something wrong with him, but no, that's just a natural.
Yeah, we wanted to.
I thought it is just a natural thing about himself, and then I started loving Georgia more because of who he is and the music that thrills him. So I like to add to update since the 2020. Now, update with the extension of the group, and now you have a new 4-track album, which is called Flamboyance. What inspired you all to do this 4-track album, Flamboyance? Since all the other music tracks and albums y'all have developed, what's special about Flamboyance?
Well, I'm gonna start off. This is Georgia. It's a group effort, and that's really what it compiles, is just how the band has morphed or grown, I would say, really grown into its current shape and really what Georgia Funkadelic is. And it all started really after, I guess, in that 2020, 2022 season, from there into this season, into the 2023 year, we went out to the cabin in early February. We took a cabin retreat. And that was just a getaway with just us and our instruments, and into the woods near St. Meinrad, Indiana. And we went out there as a group and really started working on some stuff together. And the flamboyance is just a word for a collective group of flamingos. And Georgia Funkadelic, for some reason, has over the years taken on flamingo as part of the party vibe.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and so the Flamboyance is a group of flamingos, and it really represents a group effort towards music, and that's kind of, to me, what the Flamboyance is all about.
Yes, yes, and I love that the theme about the group. And see, for me, I love live music. I love real instruments, the drums, the electric guitar, the piano, the bass, vocals, and I love all that, and that's just me. So,
me, us too.
yeah.
But
So,
like you said, it was a real group effort, and the track that you just played, "Stay in Your Lane," that has lyrics written by Ben Ganster, the drummer, and he wrote the song and developed that song, and then brought it together during that outing in early February 2023, and we developed that song into what it is now on the Flamboyance album.
all right. So the drummer, Ben, tell me about that track, "Stay in Your Lane." It's a message in the song, which really sparked my attention, and not only that, the melody with it. What inspired you to write this song? The lyrics and all. There's a message in it.
Yeah, absolutely. The song started out with me at home on the piano and kind of coming up with that that like hip hop esque like piano track in the background, and then I kind of built the drums around that and the vibe of the song that I wanted. And then I pitched it to the guys during that band retreat at the cabin, and I really hadn't done much lyrical work until I got to the cabin. Thankfully, my wife Sarah was with me, and she actually kind of helped inspire me on the topic or focus my attentions. But "Stay in Your Lane" it's about a vague person that just constantly steps on your toes. It's about unsolicited advice when maybe you're just looking for an ear to listen. It's about people that tell you how to live your life when you didn't ask for that input from them. So I can certainly think of at least a couple people in my life that fit that description. I think a lot of other people can picture that same person, and it just sort of developed from there.
Yes, I love that track, "Stay in Your Lane." I believe that's the #1 track on the Flamboyance album, my opinion. I think a lot of folks will get it and will love it. The real drums in there, the electric guitar. I just go crazy with the electric guitar.
We were just mentioning that's a piece of art that Lucas created with that electric guitar part there.
He did such a good job. Thank
such a good job on that. So, before we start getting into talking so much, I would like to play another track. "The Time Is Now." So this track is very popular. A lot of folks are onto this track here off that album. What's the story behind the music on that track?
Oh, this is Georgia. To me, this is the top track on the album, and I go back and forth between which is my favorite song on the album, and they're all like babies, so you can't really pick one out. But "The Time Is Now" is really good.
Yes, it is.
Good. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
But this was written on a 6/8.
The time signature is argued by the drummer, but anyway.
But this song, we wrote this after the recent Roe versus Wade decision that took place in 2022, and kind of just kind of a cry to people really to vote, more or less. Get out and don't.
Okay.
Yeah, just take action, and it could go for just about anything. I've joked about changing why I wrote the song, but because it could go for just lots of different situations in which you're like, hey, I got to put my foot down, and we got to,
I like
this
that.
is wrong. We got to take a stand or got to take action.
Right. And just
this is Ben the drummer, but yeah, as far as the feel of the song, I gotta shout out to Bernard Pretty Purdy, because that's a Purdy shuffle, and man, I love a good shuffle.
Okay.
And, just a fantastic drummer.
Right.
Yeah, it's that's the heartbeat of the song right there. Is that shuffle? So.
And
Well,
that
y'all
song
all
features
did a good
Cher'Rita.
job.
It features Cher'Rita Horne on the lead vocals on that.
Yeah,
And
yeah, Cher'Rita, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cher'Rita, you have something to say?
Well, I mean, I honestly can't pick a favorite song on Flamboyance, but this was a lot of fun to do. I really do like the fact that although there was a specific situation in mind when Georgia wrote it, it kind of embodies a lot of different situations that have been going on in the past few months, and hopefully this is one of those things that we can kind of do to help people be more proactive in a lot of things that they're going on that we kind of need to help with. So I like that this song is empowering, basically. And it's just a lot of fun to do with the band. I'm lucky to be, in this band with such incredibly talented people. So, all of us kind of putting all of those ideas together and helping make this has been a lot of fun.
Yes, and with this track song, it says the time is now, and that Evansville, Indiana has a new mayor for next year, 2024. And I believe a lot of people have came together, just like you and the band, put your minds together and made it happen, because this small town, Evansville, Indiana, needs some changes. And I believe a lot of people really came together and collaborated and made it happen. Yep. So I was really surprised myself that we got a first female African American mayor here in Evansville, Indiana. Yep. So it's good to make changes. Some people don't like changes. Some people don't like getting out of their comfort zone, but you got to get out of your comfort zone in order for better changes to happen.
Well, that's the thing. It's so good to see. It's good to see Evansville moving forward.
Yeah. Cheers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So, what do you think about the entertainment industry here in Evansville? How delayed it is, and we don't have enough venues and other things. How are y'all striving performing in Evansville in certain venues?
Well, of course, you have what you have to deal with, but really, it doesn't matter where you're at. You're going to have to make it happen. And it's kind of like our annual event that we've had for the last 3 years. We've reserved Haney's Corner and put on a show April 30th the last 3 years at the Fountain, and we reserved it and had food trucks and really just put it on ourselves, because it started back in 2021 when, the remnants of COVID, and still wanted to play outside. Yeah, you wanted to play outside. It was a little bit healthier, whatever. And so
I
we just
remember.
kept doing that. And April 30th can be a great day weather-wise. Mm-hmm. The first year it was. The second year we played, I think, 4 songs, and then we had to shut it down because of the lightning that was in the vicinity.
Oh,
and
my
then the
God.
third year, this year, in 2023, we were able to play. We had the smoke rings open for us. And the weather was nice outside, but extremely windy.
Oh, our shirts.
I remember.
We our shirts through the whole show.
I remember. I couldn't stand the wind because I got allergies, so I had to leave. But I had to see for myself physically you guys performing. We have a caller, 812-455. Go ahead and state your name and speak.
Hi, this is Barbara Santora, giving a big shout out to you, Brenda, and also to Georgia Funkadelic. Hey, Matt. Oh, I better call you
Barbara.
Georgia today, huh?
Yes. Yes,
Sounding
that
good.
is Barbara. Yes, Barbara. Thank you so much. I had Barbara on my show yesterday, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Barbara, you have something you want to say to Georgia Funkadelic, the whole band?
I just want to tell Georgia Funkadelic that I just love him to pieces, and I love
you too,
him
Barbara.
playing. Thank you. And I love when you play the bass. I told Brenda yesterday you took to that upright bass like a duck to water, and even you move around with it and dance, and I love that. And I love your group as well, and I love you playing with us, and I just wanted to call in, just give you my support.
That's so kind of you. That's so kind of you, Barbara. Love you
and
too.
Brenda, of course, I love you too.
Oh, yeah, yes. Barbara has an event coming up that I will be there in person. I love her voice and how she sings. I love that type of music. I'm a rainbow for music. I love all type of music. People don't understand me, but that's me. So yes, I'm a fan of Barbara.
That's all of us. That's all of us too. We're the same.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I can sense that. Yeah. Yeah. And thank you, Barbara, for calling in. You can stay in and listen if you want. We got more to talk about. Meanwhile, everybody take a drink of water or something and enjoy this track. The time is now. Stay in that hot seat, guys. We'll be right back. That is
Yeah.
Time Is Now by Georgia Funkadelic. Yes.
Roy Micah Carter Roy Micah Carter on the blues harp.
Oh, okay. I figured that. I really love that harmonica, and I figured that was Roy on the harmonica. I love that part.
Yeah.
Really, all put together in that track. I love it. I love it. So,
nice track.
Yes, yeah. So I would like to, for any one of you in the group to give your website information and where anyone could follow you up on social media. Where you at on social media? Go right ahead,
Sure
anyone.
thing. Sure, this is Georgia. You can go to georgiafunkadelic.com. But the best place is really through the social media, either Facebook or Instagram. Those are the best places to keep up to date, because once you get part of that chain, you can't get away. And so everything is going to go through those channels because they have to. Instagram, Facebook, Georgia Funkadelic.
All right. Thank you for that information. So you guys are open for opportunity. How anyone can they contact you for an event or a private party?
Yeah, we're sure definitely looking for private parties. 812-499-3977. Matter of fact, private parties are our specialty.
Okay, there it is. Okay, and thank you for that information. Wow.
But that being said, we're not trying to play all the time everywhere. We're not trying to get gigs every weekend, every bar in town that we can. We're much more strategic about the way we play and such.
Right.
And we try to play once a quarter. We try to play once a quarter in the town, that being Evansville, maybe twice a quarter.
Yes.
Because there's 2 Walmarts. And then
we got one show for every Walmart.
Right.
That's our strategy.
Got it.
And finally, this year we made it. We made our goal to play outside of Evansville. We played our first gig in Newburgh, Indiana, in October or September, and then early October we played in Henderson, Kentucky, at the Elm. Those are 2 great shows. Jennings Street Public House in Newburgh. Those are fun times, and we hope to play there again next year.
So will you ever schedule to play at the Vocal Lounge, which Haney's Corner is the main spot?
Yeah, thanks for asking that. I'm glad you asked that.
Do I have to talk to the manager, Jesse?
Yeah, we love Jeff. Our first show ever as a band took place January 6th of 2021. Pub show. I think that was a Thursday night, maybe. And we just had, more or less, it was Georgia's pool party release show, and it was rowdy. Roy Micah Carter was supposed to play keyboards, of course, but he had just went out to Denver, Colorado, and done some snowboarding, and he busted up his shoulder.
Broken collarbone.
So he couldn't
my
play.
gosh!
And so Jonas Cowan played piano for us, and Chris Corrigan played guitar.
Okay.
It was cool. And then we played later in, when was that, 2022, we played at Boca during a Sunday jazz. I think that was like a July time frame or something.
So, yeah.
July. We played a Sunday jazz there. I just remember our costumes. They were red and black that night. Red and black sharp. You know, we always wear costumes, right?
Yes. I love that about y'all. Y'all do everything together.
Well,
yes.
Miss Moss, you know that if it ain't tight, it ain't right.
You're right. Go on now. Go on, Georgia.
That's what I'm saying.
You're right, though. You're right.
I know.
Right. Yes, that's right. Do it right. Do it all. 100, for real.
Yes, ma'am. I agree.
So as we continue with this show, I want to mention the other tracks that I will play at the end of the show, which is Feelin' Good Blues and I Don't Need No Man. So I want the ladies to converse about the track I Don't Need No Man. What's the story behind that track there?
Well,
ladies?
So
Either
when you
one.
talk about this is Georgia. When you talk about the ladies, that's the Funkadellas. That's
the
2 ladies.
Funkadellas. Got it. Okay.
Now the Funkadellas came to the band in 2021, and that was a time after the album came out, Georgia's Pool Party. I realized that I was really not a good singer.
Okay.
You were growing as a singer.
Yeah, I was taking voice lessons back then, early 2021, but I wasn't a good singer, and so I knew that they would make our sound, our live shows, way better.
Yes.
And I knew Miss Lindsey. She had sang in college doing opera at IU, and then Rita, I knew her with Angle Rhodes band. And so I asked them both to get in the band, and that was back in maybe May 21. Mm-hmm. And so that's the Funkadellas. So I'll hand it over to them. Your query is, tell them about I Don't Need No Man.
All right. All right, Funkadellas.
Well, I think I Don't Need No Man is just centered around the idea that, anybody is responsible for themselves. They're responsible for doing what they need to do to make sure they have what they need, what their kids need, to do for their community, and they don't need anybody to help them. Now, we may love a man, right? We may have a man in our lives that is super important to us and that is our favorite human, but at the end of the day, everybody's responsible for themselves. And if we're put in a position where we don't have that man anymore, I had 3 young kids and was a single mom, and it was on my shoulders to make sure my kids had what they needed, whether there was a man around or not. And that's when Georgia met me. Okay. And so it was just kind of really rooted in that and in the idea that we get up every day and we do what we need to do and make sure that our families have what they need to have.
All right.
Rita and I don't need no man to make that happen.
Right. I love the track. I love the song. I'm quite sure a lot of women that are listening now understand it. With me, I grew on it very quickly because I was a single mother with 4 children, 2 ladies and 2 men. They all grown now. So I had to raise 4 children by myself. And I had to do what I had to do to make sure they had good clothes and shoes and going to school and their education. So I didn't need a man. And most likely a lot of men were scared of me back then. So
me too. That's how we go. The wrong men are scared away. But, sorry, this is Cher'Rita. And there are, a lot of songs out there that, might have that kind of same feel, but I love that this song is so personal. This is, I Don't Need No Man is essentially Lindsey's story. You're getting to know her as a person and as a singer because she kills it on this track. But I think that's why it does resonate with so many people, because it's a real story about a real mother that has gone through a lot of the same struggles that, some of the rest of us have, especially us single mothers, because I'm one as well. Being able to just kind of get up and do what you need to do because you have somebody or a few somebodies that need you. So, kind of reminds you are capable of doing that. But I think a lot of the women here that have been out to our shows and have heard Lindsey sing it, because, she's not just singing it, she's living like she's... Well, it's true. I don't need no man.
I know it's not going to church when she sings it, but, I think a lot of the women that have been to our shows have really enjoyed that song quite a bit. So that might be my favorite, honestly, yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Funkadellas. And Georgia, thank you for having the sensitivity to having a girl song on the album. This is a 4-track album, so thank you for being a man about it and having the sensitivity for the females. Thank you so much. And matter of fact, the whole band, I love the storytelling. I love the real sounds, the real instruments, the real music. Y'all, you guys are the real deal. And I hope y'all continue in creating more music and more albums. So as we move along here, y'all are welcome to give a shout out to all those lovely supporters, names of them. Go right ahead, any of you.
Yeah, thanks, Bill.
My dad.
Yeah, all the Facebook followers. Yeah, thanks a lot.
We are really appreciative of everybody that's been following us, and all the places that we played. So obviously, shout out to Haney's Corner in particular, and Boca, Jennings Street, the Elm.
The Elm. Oh, what a great venue in Henderson. Gosh, it was so great.
To the guys from Parks Fest letting us do that. Front Porch Fest,
Parks
all
Fest.
of that. Like,
And in January.
The African American Museum, because we had a fun show with that too. I mean, we've been very, very lucky, very blessed, I think, to have the opportunities that we've had, these past couple of years.
January, we actually get to play at the Victory for the Martin Luther King weekend celebration.
Get down.
We are super excited about that.
Absolutely.
Any more shout outs? Okay, well, I'm going to give you all an applause.
Just for my homies up in Detroit. All my homies up in Detroit.
Who was that? Who was that?
That was Georgia.
No, it was just me talking about all the people there I heard. I said those to all my homies up in Detroit.
Okay, then. All right, then. That can go for them. Do y'all have any upcoming events besides just private parties? Do you have any public events that's upcoming or future events for the public to come and see you?
Yes, ma'am. That's the special one that we have January 12th at the Victory Theater in conjunction with the Evansville African American Museum. They're having a special event to honor the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. That's going to be at the Victory Theater. Tickets are available now at thevictorytheater.com.
One other incredible musical artist. Yes. I believe.
I think BG3 will be there.
He'll be there.
Wow.
Dakar
Baker.
Yeah, I think Gina will be there.
I want to say Monty.
Okay.
Monty will likely be there, sure.
Monty will be there.
So that's a big event, January 12th of next year. So that's the big one that we have coming up.
Okay, and thank you for that information because I had no idea, and thank you for that information. Y'all will be posting that event on social media, correct? And your website?
On the Facebook and the Instagram. Those are the best ways to get a hold of us and to keep track of what's going on. But then there's the website, GeorgiaFunkadelic.com.
All right, and thank you for that information. Wow, I love that. So is there any future music projects in store for 2024 you like to tease us on?
Well, I'm glad you asked us that. If you can recall, this flamboyance that we just put out from a band excursion or a band retreat in February, and we plan to do the same thing again this year, February 2nd and 3rd. We're going to go take a weekend out into the woods and create some more music. And we're hoping to put out a full-length album as opposed to a 4-song album, but we'll see what we do. We're looking forward to it.
All right, and thank you for that information. Wow. You guys are great. Hopefully when you get your future music projects together in 2024, and I will see you guys live performing at the Victory January 12th. I will be following you guys for life. I'm a fan. Bless you guys. Y'all are good. You guys are very good. May y'all keep on creating music. Georgia, you're the brainchild. You keep being the brainchild here. And thank you, Barbara, for calling in. Barbara, she has an event coming up later this month, November 19th. Be seeing her doing a live performance on her songs. I want to thank you guys for taking out your time to participate and call on the show. It's great to have the whole group calling on the show. And I want y'all to be back on my show next year. Can that happen?
If you'll have us, we'll be here.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes. And so
thank you for doing what you do, Miss Moss.
Thank you.
Oh, sure. Yes. I try to support artists. Your work is never ignored. I would love to expose you guys. This show has been recorded. As we get ready to sign out, any encouraging words you would like to give to those out there that's listening? Or do you have a message to deliver?
Just don't stop. Keep having fun. Don't stop.
Don't let the perfectionism get in your way of creating something new.
Be grateful for the relationships you have in your life and those moments with your family. You know, I think gratitude is the root of happiness. You got to be grateful for what you have, or you'll never be happy.
And try to stay joyful in what it is that you do. You know, whatever it is that you're interested in that makes you feel that joy, even if you're not doing it for anybody but yourself, don't quit doing that. Helps you stay sane.
Anyone else?
I mean,
Anyone else?
Yeah, what they said, and sometimes you just have to will it for yourself. If you say out loud that it's not going to happen, it won't.
That's right. Come on.
But if you say the opposite, then the first step.
That's why we played in Henderson and Newburgh.
Mm-hmm.
All
they
right.
both have Walmart.
All right, you guys. Well, thank you, listeners, for listening in. Follow up with them on social media, which is mostly to catch them on. And this is Georgia Funkadelic with the Funkadellas as well. Thank you, Barbara Santora, for calling in. I will keep in touch with you. I will keep in touch with all you guys. And this is Lady Diva signing out, everyone, for Let's Jazz It Up, Lady Diva Live Radio. Good night, everyone. Good night.
Keep on grooving.
Oh, we laugh all night long and dance with our friends. My lover next to me until